Every time I see it, you know, alongside my other fragrances, it just kind of annoys me. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be looking at some perfumes that I've not been reaching for an awful lot lately, and I'm going to be deciding which ones I will be taking a break from and putting away in the sin bin there, putting them away out of sight for the foreseeable future. And my plan will be to return to them in a couple of weeks or a few months. I don't know exactly when, but the idea will be to take a break from them and hopefully return to them afresh and appreciate them more after I've had a break from them, or of course decide at that point whether I'll be keeping them in my collection or maybe even moving them on. So get yourself comfy, grab a wee drink if you would like to. Today I have my herbal tea sitting there. I believe it's lemongrass, rooibos, and there were quite a few things in this tea. I can't quite remember all of them. I think there might have been ginger as well, and I can't remember everything, but it's quite a nice, refreshing herbal tea. If it is your first time on my channel, then welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I create new perfume videos weekly, so if that's something you'd be interested in, then don't forget to click that little subscribe button below and give the video a like to let me know that you enjoyed it. So with that being said, it's time to sit back and relax, and let's get started with the video. Okay, so the first perfume that's really been getting forgotten about a lot is this one here. Britney Spears Fantasy Intimate Edition. Now, this is one, believe it or not, I've had this one for years. I have actually had this one for a really long time, but I had forgotten about it for years. Sometimes I think I like it, other times I think it smells a little bit cheap and just a little bit kind of meh, to be honest. So it's one of those fragrances that can be quite hit or miss with me, but overall I would say I'm neither here nor there with it. Like, I'm not really that bothered either way about this one. This fragrance is kind of a vanilla brown sugar type of scent, but there is a freshness in here from, I believe, maybe violet leaf, or there's something in here that's quite fresh, and the freshness in here, it can come off as like almost hairspray-ish to me sometimes. It's not a fragrance that I've ever really been that bothered about, but I kind of noticed it kicking about recently, and yeah, it's not one that I really reach for. I do think I'll put it away for the time being, and I'll come back to it, and at that point, whenever that'll be, I will decide whether I'm going to keep it in my collection or if I will move it on to a new home. So that is Britney Spears Fantasy, the Intimate Edition. That's going to go into my cute pink wee basket there. The next fragrance I have in my collection that I've not been wearing recently is Étoile de Nuit from the House of Goutal. And this is a really pretty powdery makeup compact type of scent with rose, iris, and I believe raspberry as well. It's a really nice fragrance. I actually really enjoyed layering it with my C. Fiori. That was one of my go-to layering combinations for a wee while, but they kind of fell by the wayside recently because I was trying to focus on wearing other fragrances. So it's not really because I don't like them, you know what I mean? It's more because I was trying to give other perfumes a chance. So I don't think I'm going to put them away. Like, I don't think I'm actually going to put this one away. I think I will keep it out or in one of my drawers. So that's Étoile de Nuit, a fragrance that's really gorgeous. I've not been wearing it recently, but I'm pretty sure that the reason for that is just because I've been trying to give other perfumes a chance. It's not because I don't like it or because I've been forgetting about it. It's just because I've been trying to wear some of my other fragrances. So I am going to keep this one like out on my desk or in one of my drawers. I'm not going to be putting it away. And of course the same can be said for C. Fiori, because like I mentioned, they are really nice to layer together. These two here, they are a really nice layering combination for sure. And the other reason I'm not going to be putting this one away is because it's a really nice springtime scent. Like, this is kind of spring in a bottle for me. Like, even the look of it, it's quite pretty. It's kind of that light pink colour that almost reminds me a little bit of cherry blossoms. pastel spring tones and things like that. So I'm not going to be putting this one away. I'm going to keep both of these somewhere, whether that is on one of my shelves there. I might very well just put it back onto this tray. This one here is full. This is like my main tray that I'm trying to work through. So like they're not going to go on there because these are my main fragrances that I'm enjoying and wearing, if that makes sense. So I'll probably put them back onto this tray, or like I say, I will pop them onto like one of my shelves. Oh, that tea's lovely, actually. Really enjoying that. So, where to go next? Next up today, I think I will mention this one here from Givenchy. This one is L'Interdit Intense. Now, this has kind of taken me by surprise, you guys, because for the longest time I really was loving this. I was wearing it a lot. It was one of my go-to fragrances. Very sensual, sweet, creamy, kind of powdery, thick. Really unique in a way as well, with that sesame notes, with the black pepper, the tuberose, orange blossom, vanilla, vetiver, patchouli. Like, it's quite an intoxicating fragrance while still being quite nice and soft and creamy. But the thing with this one, recently when I've been smelling it, it's been a bit too much for me. It's quite a heady fragrance, it's quite thick and creamy like I mentioned, and for all of those reasons it can sometimes like make me feel slightly nauseous. Just recently when I've been smelling it out the bottle, I've really thought, oh no, that's not the kind of fragrance that I want to be wearing. It's too much, it's just a bit too heavy and a bit too like creamy almost. I really don't know. I don't know why I haven't wanted to wear a fragrance like that in a way, because here in Scotland we've had really, really cold, miserable weather actually. It's been very cold here. We've had like a few storms and it's been you know, like 1 degree, 0, like just freezing, you know what I mean? So actually, if you think about it, that's kind of the perfect weather for a fragrance like this. But nonetheless, I've not been wanting to wear it. So yeah, I can't really explain that. All I know is that I've not really been in the mood for this one. I found it a little bit too much. And for that reason, I do think I will put it away, believe it or not. I think I will put this one away and revisit it afresh in a few weeks or a month or so. Again, I don't know when I will revisit these perfumes, but all I know is I'm going to put them away for now and give myself like a break from them and give myself a chance to take a step back and then return to them with like a fresh nose. So that's L'Interdit Intense. I'm going to put this one away. It's kind of a shame, really, but I think it will give me a chance to return to it in the future and just like appreciate it a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I just need a break from it because I've found it a bit too much for me these days. So that's gonna go in here with my Britney Spears fragrance. Next today we have this fragrance here, Italica from Zerjoff. A very rich, spicy, sweet, biscuity, cinnamony, chai latte, slightly lactonic kind of fragrance. Very, very intoxicating, rich, very, very gourmand in a true sense. This one reminds me of biscuits, maybe spiced cinnamon cookies, and like I said, frothy chai lattes. So, you know, as you can imagine, it smells very nice, but it's not a fragrance that I've been reaching for, nor is it the type of scent that I have been remotely interested in these days. I think even though we've had quite cold weather, I think mentally I've been more in the spring zone, if that makes any sense. Like the weather has been more winter-like, but I have been in a spring kind of mood. So this is not the kind of fragrance I've been interested in. It's a really nice one, but I've not been wearing it and I'm just not at all interested in it. I think I do need to take a wee break from this one actually, because every time I see it, you know, alongside my other fragrances, it just kind of annoys me. Like it's just kind of getting in the way and it's not the kind of fragrance I've been wanting to wear at all. So I am going to put this one away and hopefully return to it afresh and appreciate it more in the future. So that one is Zerjoff's Italica. Next we have Lipstick Fever from Juliet Has a Gun. I decanted some from my main like 100ml bottle into here, so there's not actually like that much, maybe 10 or 20ml or something in here. And this one's not been getting worn. This was on my previous perfume tray for a while. Like I tried to use this. It was not getting touched at all. And I think the reason for that might be because it's in this unfamiliar bottle to me. Like it's a really cute bottle and it's really fun to spray. Like it actually, you know, this thing, it works and everything. Like it's nice to spray it. But it's a bottle that I'm unfamiliar with and it's not obvious to me what's in here. I mean, obviously I know what's in here, but I think, you know, when you're kind of like, you've got stuff to do during the day and you're just looking to quickly choose a fragrance, like when it's very clear to me what all of these are, and then I see this, I just kind of disregard it because it's not immediately obvious what it is. Or at least that's what I'm thinking anyway, I could be wrong. But anyway, it's really not been getting worn, which is a shame. But I don't think I'm going to put it away. I think I will leave it out, like kind of on one of my shelves. In fact, what I might do is pop it over by my Delina exclusive, because that might look really cute. If I maybe put it like there, or maybe if I put it there. That's quite cute. I think the style of that even goes with this bottle a little bit. It's a fragrance that I do really like. It used to be one of my like most worn easy reach type of scents, Lipstick Fever. But I think just putting it in this new bottle for whatever reason, it's just, it's kind of had like the opposite effect that I would want really, in the sense of just kind of making me forget about it a bit, not wearing it as much and things like that. So I'm going to leave that there. Maybe I'll reach for it on occasion, but like who knows. I don't want to put it away though, because the scent itself is one that I do really like. So I'm going to leave that one out. Just like that. It's quite a nice display piece, to be honest. It looks quite cute with my wee things there. Okay, so we have 3 in here so far that I will be taking a break from. The next fragrance I'm going to talk about today that I have not been wearing is Kim Kardashian by Kim Kardashian. This is a really stunning white floral perfume, kind of powdery, quite fleshy, slightly green, slightly earthy even, but overall it's just this very creamy white floral fragrance. It smells very high quality, believe it or not. I mean, I picked this one up for about £13 for 100ml. Like, it's just unheard of, that kind of value, you know, and it smells like designer quality at the least. In fact, something I found about this one is it almost reminded me of Nascimato's Narcotic V, which is a very high quality, concentrated, like luxurious niche perfume, you know what I mean? It's just one of those very, very pricey, like luxurious fragrances, and honestly this one reminds me so much of that perfume. Like, they smell very similar. So this perfume, I would give it honestly a 10 out of 10. I would really recommend it to any of you who are interested in white floral perfumes, namely tuberose and gardenia and jasmine, with like a little accent of spices and woody notes and things like that. I would really recommend this. It's fantastic. But it is a fragrance that I've kind of been forgetting about lately, and I'm wondering if it's because the cap is quite difficult to get off. Like, yeah, there's no way, like I couldn't get that off with one hand, like no way, but so I can't really show you. But basically this cap is like a little bit, you have to kind of yank it, so it's not really, it's kind of a little bit awkward from that point of view because the cap is quite difficult to get off. So even these tiny little things, I wonder if it's just like, you know, those little things at the back of your mind will just make you like dismiss a fragrance or like disregard it. You know, so I don't know if that's the reason why I've been ignoring this one, but it's not really been getting worn. But I think I want to keep it out actually, because it is a really good one. I did discover a wee while ago now that this one layers particularly well with my Black Opium fragrance. Like, they are a match made in heaven completely. So I do want to leave this one out in my collection, maybe on a shelf or next to, I know I don't really have a lot of space here considering how many are already on my tray, but I do want to leave this one out somewhere because it is a really good one. It's really nice to layer with my Black Opium, which is there. in my tray. It adds a really gorgeous creamy floral quality to the scent. It adds a lot of depth and it gives it a lot more interest actually, and it kind of it blends out a lot of those gourmand aspects and makes it lean a bit more floral, which I really, really like a lot of the time. So I am going to keep this one out to layer with my black opium, or you never know, I might end up wearing it on its own as well, but we'll see. So that's Kim Kardashian's Kim Kardashian, a fragrance I've often forgotten about, but I would like to actually wear it more. Next up today we have Black Opium Intense from YSL, and this is a fragrance, I've mentioned this one quite a lot on my channel. When it comes to forgotten perfumes, this is a fragrance that I don't wear a lot at all. It's just, I had it on my tray for a while. I mentioned this in my last video, but I did have this one on my tray because I was trying to wear it more. And it didn't work, like I still wasn't wearing it. So what I'm going to do is actually take a break from this one. It's such a nice one, it's such a good perfume. Like in many ways, I feel like some people would find this to be like the better version of Black Opium. And in many ways, I do feel like this is the more sophisticated, mature, like more thought out version of Black Opium. So it's a really good one, like seriously, but for one reason or another, it's just not been getting worn enough at all. I think there's a slight bitter quality in here, and it can almost come off as smelling like slightly burnt or something. Like there is definitely a bitter quality in here. I don't know if it's coming from the almond or the absinthe, maybe even the berry notes, like the boysenberries. I'm not quite sure where that's coming from, but it's definitely, it's like not as sweet as the original at all, and it has a bitter quality in here. So again, I think a lot of people would really like that, and it's quite an intriguing quality, like it makes it quite unique. But it's not an easy reach fragrance at all. Like it's quite a specific scent, and I feel like I'd have to be in the mood to wear it, like if I was going out of an evening, or just I would have to be in a specific kind of mood to actually want to wear this and like properly enjoy it, and it just doesn't really ever happen. So I am going to take a break from this fragrance. It's a real shame because I like the Black Opium line a lot, as you guys know. So I'm going to take a break from this fragrance, unfortunately. Hopefully I will appreciate it again one day when I come back to it. And I would say, just to kind of make you guys aware, in case you're wondering, the aim for me is to like not have to declutter anything. That's like the aim of the game for me. I'm trying to just have a break from them so that I can appreciate them more in the future. In an ideal scenario, I just wouldn't have to declutter anything, because having to like post perfumes, it's such a hassle, seriously. Like it costs a lot. The whole process is quite a faff. Like I don't like having to post out perfumes or like having to sell them or anything like that. So for me, I would much rather just like completely have a break from them, almost like forget about them completely and return to them anew and hopefully enjoy them a lot more. So that's like my purpose here, just in case you're wondering. I would ideally not have to actually declutter these. I'm just trying to like take a step back from them temporarily. Next today we have another one from the Goutal house, and that's Noir Confidence from Annick Goutal here. Something that really annoys me about this bottle actually is the fact that that label, I don't know if you can see, it's actually been put on squint. It's like not straight, that label, and I noticed it like right away when I first purchased it, and it actually annoyed me so much, but you know, like I couldn't be bothered returning it or anything, so I've just kind of kept it. But yeah, that kind of annoys me sometimes. But anyway, this is a really nice vanilla fragrance with some incense sort of accents in here, woody accents, and overall a very like sticky, gooey, warm, like benzoin vanilla kind of quality. So it's very cozy, it's very addicting, it's quite Moorish, it's alluring and sensual and everything like that, with a really beautiful level of sweetness in here. It smells quite, it's like a well done vanilla scent basically, but I've not really been wearing it at all, which is a real shame. I'm just thinking as well, maybe it's because of the time of year, maybe I'm just trying to enjoy slightly more spring-like fragrances, or like, I don't know. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that I have been more drawn to my, like, I don't know what you'd call it, but just less of those heavy, sweet, gourmand fragrances, like less of those super, super heavy vanilla scents. I've been more drawn to, say, for example, blue turquoise, of course. My Narciso fragrances have been getting a lot of wear, so I suppose you would say that they're like a musky, floral type of scent. What else have I been enjoying? Yeah, I would say my Narciso fragrances have been like the prime example of my favorite type of scent these days. Also, the Alien fragrances I really like, the Mongrelin line, my Amour Femme. So I don't really know how you would categorize those, but to me they're all extremely different to this. Like, this is a very gooey, vanilla, cozy, like kind of gourmand fragrance in a way, and I've just really not been interested in this kind of fragrance. Or at least I've not been interested in this one at all. So I don't know if I want to actually put it away like with these ones. I don't know if I would go that far, but I don't really know. I might just leave it on this tray. So I'll actually start moving these ones back on, the ones that I'm not going to put away. I will leave them on this tray here. Yeah, I think it would be a bit much to put this one away in the basket, because it's not like I dislike it, you know what I mean? It's just like not really been getting worn. And maybe if there's a cold day like there has been, maybe I'll give it another chance if I get a cold day. I don't really know, but I don't think I want to put it away properly. So that one is Noir Confidence from Goutal. Next up today we have L'Interdit, the original Eau de Parfum from Givenchy. And this is a fragrance that I've not been wearing it at all. And it's a real shame, because it's such a nice perfume for me to wear to work, for example. It lasts all day, like it's such a nice bossy fragrance, like quite a nice confidence booster, really put together, very fierce actually. Like, it's a very nice kind of fragrance to wear to work for all of those reasons. It is really stunning. It's a nice sweet bubblegummy tuberose orange blossom fragrance with kind of a twist from the vetiver, from the base notes. I believe there's even a little whisper of vanilla in here. So like, it's really nice. In the opening there's bergamot and pear as well, so it's kind of fruity and bright initially with a lot of punchiness. Like, it is such a stunning fragrance. I have a lot of good things to say about it, and I would also recommend it to you for sure, especially those of you who are interested in like a long-lasting fragrance. But it's really not been my kind of mood lately. Like, I've really not been feeling inspired by this at all, and it's a real shame. But like, even, I don't know, you guys, I think I need to take a break from this one. I think I do, because I never wear it. It's not the kind of fragrance that, the fragrance, because it's so strong, sometimes it even like annoys me because of how persistent it is and how much of a powerhouse fragrance this is. It kind of bugs me. So I think I will take a break from this one actually, because I've not been loving it. It's a nice perfume and everything, but I've really not been feeling on the same wavelength as it. Like, I don't feel like it resonates with my personality. I don't feel like it's really going to be projecting the aura that I want to be projecting, if that makes sense. But I'm going to take a break from it. Hopefully I'll come back to it and appreciate it more. It's like pretty much a full bottle, oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm going to take a break from this one. I think just having it out of sight for a while, I think it'll be a good thing. And then hopefully I will return to it afresh. And that is L'Interdit, the original EDP from Givenchy. I might bring these forward a little bit. They seem awfully dark. I think my flowers are kind of... There we go. We can see them a bit better now. My gorgeous wee flowers there. So next up today we have Tom Ford Noir pour Femme, this absolute gem in my collection. It's a perfume that I really love, and I used to wear it like all the time, you know. For a while this was like a solid favourite of mine. I wore it lots. It's a nice resinous, balsamic, slightly spicy vanilla fragrance, very unique, very beautiful and everything like that. but I have not been wearing it even throughout the whole of winter, you guys. Like, I've just not been wearing this one, and it's such a shame. I have a 100ml to get through, and like I say, it's such a stunning fragrance, but I've just not been wearing it, like, at all. So I think I am going to take a break from this one, actually, especially as every time I look at it, I just feel like it doesn't say spring to me. It just says, like, dark wintry nights, and that's not really the space that I've been in. Like, mentally, I've been more drawn to my spring-like fragrances, or just perfumes that are not as kind of dark and mysterious as this. I don't really know, but I'm going to take a break from this perfume, and hopefully I will come back to it and just have like a renewed love for it, because I really would like to wear it and get through it and everything like that. And even, to be honest, even if I never really go back to wearing it, I can't see myself ever wanting to actually like move this one on permanently. I just don't think I would ever want to do that, because it was such a special purchase, do you know what I mean? And I've kind of heard rumours here or there that it's being discontinued. I don't want to, like, I personally don't know if that's true, so I'm not going to say like one way or another, but I've heard from comments, so I don't know if it is, but just to be on the safe side, I don't think I'd ever get rid of this one permanently. But hopefully I will get some more use out of it in the future, and that is Tom Ford's Noir pour Femme. And lastly today we have these two body mists here from Bath and Body Works, In the Stars and also You're the One. Ouch, just banged my elbow. So these perfumes, well, I say perfumes, these mists are really nice. They both smell lovely, actually. You're the One is kind of like a quintessential fruity floral type of scent to me. I believe there's strawberry in there, kind of a woodiness, and maybe some, I can't remember what else is in it actually, but to me it just gives that nice, flirty, like fun-loving, fruity floral vibe. And In the Stars is a perfume that I actually didn't really like too much when I first tried it, so you might have been able to tell in my first impressions video I did when I talked about these mists. I wasn't like the biggest fan of In the Stars. But, you know, when I've worn it more, I've realised that I do actually like how this smells. I do, like it's quite, I'll smell it at the moment to refresh my memory. I do remember it being quite nice. Yeah, there's something about this. It's almost got that sweet and slightly marine-like spun sugar quality that you would find in, say, Baccarat Rouge. Like, to me, this doesn't smell like a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. It smells like a sweeter, like maybe fruitier version of it. Like, it's not that similar, but it has a similar vibe to it, and it has that kind of light, slightly like marine, salty, sweet, spun sugar, airy kind of feel to it. So it is a really nice one, actually, for sure. But as I mentioned in my last video, I have not been wearing these body mists, like, at all. I am going to keep them out, though. I think what I might do is I'm not going to keep them here on my desk. I will put them maybe in my cupboard. I have, like, a cupboard with a wardrobe, like, drawers that I keep the rest of my perfume collection, and I might just sit these kind of on the top. So, or I might put them with my skincare and body care products. So if I use like a lotion, maybe I could just like do a light misting of one of these. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to actually put them away. I don't see the point in that, because I do like how they smell. So I do like how they smell. They've just been kind of getting a wee bit forgotten about, and I will probably just, yeah, keep them out somewhere, not on my desk, but I'll put them somewhere else in my room where I can just maybe reach for them and spritz after I've used a lotion or just something like that, more for self-care rather than like actually choosing it as a fragrance that I would want to smell like throughout the day, if that makes any sense. So that is You're the One from Bath and Body Works in this nice kind of glittery red bottle. And also In the Stars, also from Bath and Body Works. So there we have it. These are the fragrances here that I will be taking a proper break from. So just to recap, we have Britney Spears, Fantasy, the Intimate Edition, one that I'm like not bothered about either way, to be quite honest. We have Lintrady Intense. We have Zerjoff's Italica, Tom Ford Noir pour Femme, Lintrady, the original EDP, and also my Black Opium Intense. So all of these will be going away in a wee box with the other ones that I'm taking a break from actually. So I'll just quickly show you actually. These are the other ones that, oops, I'll just move that. These are the other ones that I'm currently taking a break from, as I mentioned in my last video. So there we have it everyone, those are the fragrances I am going to be taking a break from. Let me know which fragrances you've been loving lately or which ones you have not been wearing. It's always so nice to hear from you in the comments section below. Don't forget to click the little subscribe button if you would like to see more videos from me every single week. So thank you again for watching, take care, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon on my next video. Bye!